Hey everyone, CIampa here and welcome back to our next episode of the 205 Live Universe Mode. A very interesting one for you here this evening. We have got 3 big matches, but to start things off, I said I was going to play Devil's Advocate here tonight. Let's get into it here live in San Antonio. And here we go, here is our Devil's Advocate for the evening. Last week we saw a handshake after the match between Cedric Alexander and Anthony Nese. Tonight they're going to be a team. They're going to take on another team. I'm really playing Devil's Advocate with this one. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, the former DIY team, will be back together for tonight for one match. But will they be able to work together? Or is their rivalry just a bit too much? We're going to find out live tonight in a tag team tables match. And here we go then. First to make his way out to the ring is going to be Johnny Gargano. As you can see alone, it looks like this team is not strong enough to be able to enter together. But I'm loving the chance to see these two guys back together. One of my favourite tag teams a very, very long, probably of all time, to be honest with you. Two fantastic wrestlers. And I can't wait to see how they get on here tonight in this tables match. And his tag team partner then it is Mr. Tommaso Ciampa. Now, Ciampa always said that he doesn't hate Johnny Gargano, he just hated what Johnny Gargano stood for. And with Johnny's change in personality, should we say, in NXT in real life, I dare say this team could come back together at some point. And first of all, from their opponents is going to be Cedric Alexander. What a lad. What a lad, old Cedric. Be interested to see how this one pans out. Of course, Cedric did get the win one-on-one against Tony Nese last week. So it'll be interesting to see if Cedric and Nese can work together. There was a big handshake after that match, and I think there was a great bit of respect shown between the two. And his tag team partner, the premier athlete himself, Tony Nese. Right, we are ready to go then. Now, I'm not just playing Devil's Advocate for a bit. I'm playing a lot of Devil's Advocate this evening because these two teams, not really teams, shall we say. I mean, Gargano and Ciampa, a bit of time beforehand before their splits. Nese and Cedric never really been a team before. But the big thing we got here for both of these teams to really want to push forward is that we are offering one of these teams the chance to join the New Day and Roderick Strong or Bobby Fish in a tag team championship match. That's right, so the winners of this match will join New Day and the Undisputed Era. Oh wow, Gargano almost sending Cedric Alexander for a table already there on the outside. I am the table. Didn't break though. So this will be an interesting match. I'm looking forward to this. Like I say, a great chance to see two teams that we normally see. I mean, I would love to see DIY back as a normal team, and at some point that may just happen. But at this point in time, they both have different things they're looking towards. But then again, if they can get themselves in a championship picture, then who knows what could happen. I still don't understand the AI behind the tag team matches, especially tables matches. No, tables matches are really weird because they just have a habit of picking tables up and throwing them to the outside all the time. I don't understand why the game does it. I mean, it's really weird the way that it works. It's almost like they're trying to do something and it's just not quite panning out the way they expected it to. So the big matches this evening then. After this one, we are going to see Finn Balor in action as he takes on Travis Banks in a first time ever match. And then our main event, we'll see a continuation of our little mini feud we're having in the championship picture as the Cruiserweight Champion, Neville, will take on Tyler Bate one-on-one. And we are banning both Austin Aries and Pete Dunne from ringside. So it will be a definite one-on-one match between those two. The table propped in the corner there by Tommaso Ciampa, who then throws Alexander into that table. But Nese has a hold of Ciampa and slams him down nicely. That's a very loud car driving past. Nese slowly getting... Ciampa slowly getting back up to his feet, and Cedric's there stalking. Cedric now sending Ciampa into the corner, into that table. And Cedric's going to take Ciampa up. He's got him in a powerbomb position. Cedric Alexander just powerbombs Tommaso Ciampa through the table. And Cedric Alexander and Tony Nese are going on for a tag team championship match. Well, that was a short one, wasn't it? I weren't expecting that to be so short, to be honest with you, but there we go. That is a great result for Alexander and Nese. And Alexander is really in a rich vein of form at this point in time. And this little alliance between the two of them could prove fruitful. But what is going to be the situation here then between Gargano and Ciampa? I mean, is there going to be even more sort of friction showing? Is Gargano going to be blaming Ciampa for being put through the table in this match? Is Ciampa going to blame Gargano for not being there to rescue him? Or are we just going to continue on the way we were? I don't know, to be honest. It's going to be a tricky one, isn't it? We'll have to wait and see how the cookie crumbles moving forward. How the cookie crumbles. I like that phrase, you know? And here is our second match of the evening. A match that very much could happen in our NXT UK Universe mode moving forward. That is going to be Finn Balor versus Travis Banks. And here we have them first. Mr. Finn Balor be looking to try and get himself into a championship picture at some point. I really thought he was going to be one of the dominant forces in this Universe mode, but not at this point in time. However, the idea of Prince Devitt versus Pac again in the future is something that I'm very much into. However, this is an opportunity for this man, Travis Banks, to really stake his claim on this Universe mode. I mean, we know how good this guy is. Absolute fantastic competitor. But now he's got to prove it. And a big victory here against someone like Finn Balor would definitely do that. That'd be a huge victory for Travis Banks and something that would potentially put him into a championship picture. Or at least a lot closer to that championship picture. However, Finn is not going to be an easy opponent for anybody. I want to say these two guys have wrestled before in our Universe modes. I want to say during the World Cup. I think I might be completely wrong, to be honest, but I want to say they did compete. New Zealand did really well in that World Cup, didn't they? The team of Travis Banks and Jay White and Bad Luck Fale was incredible, actually. I mean, it was a real strong team. Let's take them there by Finn Balor. Finn stalking Travis Banks and slams him before going in with a drop kick. Finn taunting away, which is terrible really, because now it's given an opportunity for Travis Banks to turn this one around. Takes him up. Oh, dropped him neck first across that top rope. A nice submission here by Banks, just keeping Finn grounded. So enough for a 1 count. Finn's back up on his feet now, getting the back of Travis Banks into the German suplex. Finn now dropping a boot right into the back of the head. And now has Travis Banks grounded. There's the pin, 1. Only a 1 count. It's a big match, this one. Both these guys really want to spark themselves into life. And at this point in time, they're both sort of... I don't know, they're both sort of... they've not really had that one big moment, have they? I mean, of course, both involved in that tournament pre the universe mode, and it just wasn't really enough for them to spark the... I thought Finn was really going to dominate this. I thought Finn and Adam Cole would dominate this one, but of course, wasn't to be the case. Don't get me wrong, I was really happy that Pete Dunne won the tournament. Pete Dunne was one of the ones. I really assumed the main event would be Finn, Dunne, Almas. Obviously, we didn't even anticipate the return of Neville at that point in time, and even Austin Aries as well. Of course, Neville, now we know, is in real life, this is not going to happen, because Neville... this was never going to happen anyway, was it really? I just had that hope in my mind that when Triple H retook over 205 Live, Neville would make a return. But it wasn't to be the case. However, Neville now joining AEW is a big, big move for him. Big, big move. And seems like he's going to go in as a main event star in AEW by the looks of it. Him and Hangman Page had a little bit of a moment at the press conference, which they believe is going to be building up to the first big championship match of that AEW promotion. Finn breaks free and sends Travis Banks. Nope, brings him back into a Hurricanrana. But Finn just stands there doing nothing as normal, you know. Well, actually do something, you can stand there and do nothing. Finn now then sending Banks into the corner. He sets him up for the shotgun dropkick, which we know he likes to follow up as he heads up to the top, looking for the coup de grace. Hits it as well. Fit into the pin for the 1, the 2. No, Travis Banks kicks out. Wow, okay. Travis Banks kicking out. Finn with a forearm. A second forearm. Now into a sling blade as well. Trying to bring Banks back up, but Banks tripping Finn over. Good match between these two. Like I said, we've still got one more match left for you here this evening, which is going to be that match between Neville and Tyler Bate. Like I said earlier on, both Austin Aries and Pete Dunne are banned from ringside. Should they turn up at ringside, there will be a hefty fine and maybe even a suspension. So I feel like for their own good, they should stay away. I'm sure both are not stupid enough to get involved. Nice DDT there by Finn. Once again, there's a pin 1. Travis Banks been busted open as well. And that's still not enough to get the win. Finn heads up top once again, but Banks moves out the way. Finn, looks like clothesline and completely misses Banks, who dropped down to the outside. Banks is, heavily bleeding now from the head. Puts Finn on the ropes. What is Banks planning on here? Taking Finn up top. What are you going for? Don't even do this, mate. Oh. Holy crap. Holy crap. A super duper kaflupaplex. All the way to the outside. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. And Travis Banks could have caused serious injury here to Finn Balor, as well as himself, really, because that was quite a distance for him to fall as well. Banks sending Finn back into the ring. Banks now stalking Balor. Hooks the leg, takes him in. It's that Michinoku driver 1, 2. Wow, Travis Banks has pulled it off. Travis Banks has pulled it off. What a win by Travis. Huge victory. And Finn is here to shake hands with the victor tonight. Like I said, one of these two guys really needed something to spark this universe mode into life for them. And I think Travis Banks has found exactly that. Wow, what a win. What a win. And here is our main event of the evening. Tyler Bate versus Neville. And like I said, both Austin Aries and Pete Dunne are both banned from ringside. And here he is there, Mr. Waver himself. One of the worst models on the entire game. It is Tyler Bate. And here is his opponent then. It is the Cruiserweight Champion. The man, the myth, the legend, the king of the Cruiserweights, Neville. And here we go then, we are underway. Like I said, both Pete Dunne and Austin Aries are banned from ringside. That's to stop any interference in this match. We don't want any interference, so we want this match to be clean. We want the winner to be the winner. I mean, over the last few weeks, of course, we've seen people getting involved in matches in this little mini feud. Mainly Austin Aries and Neville, to be honest with you. And now we get a chance. I mean, if Tyler Bate was to get a victory here, he would be in a fantastic position. You'd have to feel like he would be the #1 contender if he got a victory 1-on-1 against the champion. It's easier said than done, though. I mean, Neville is one of the best in the world, let's face it. A stiff right hand there by Bate, and Neville throws Bate into the ring post. As referees start counting. And once again, Neville just sending Bate right into the ring post. Neville now drags Bate along. He's going to throw him face first into the apron now. And Neville taking firm control of this one. Neville bringing Bate back up to his feet, but Bate getting some control back in. But Neville, once again, just always seems to have an answer to everything that Bate has. Nice right hand there by Neville, now taking Bate up to the top, looking for a superplex. Big maneuver. Only a 2 count. Neville continues the assault with a big boot into the arm. But Bates back up. But Neville slams him out of that corner. I thought he might have been well positioned there, maybe for a red arrow, you know, but Neville just drops a knee on the back of the head of Tyler Bate. Back up to a kneeling base as well. Neville's looking pretty good here. I mean, he should be. He's the champion. He's defeated everyone so far. He's not lost a match so far in his career here in 205 Live. It looks like we're going to go for another suplex to the outside, copying the previous match now. Boom. Neville continues the assault with the damage done to the back of Tyler Bate as massive. Bate comes back into the ring. Is he going to look and try and win this one by count out? Neville does get back on the apron and springs Bate face first across that top turnbuckle. And waits for him and takes him down. Neville now though, nice, almost like a Steiner screwdriver, hooks the leg, 1, 2, still just a 2 count. But Neville sees an opportunity as Bate is grounded. Bate trying to roll out the way. He's back up, but Neville catches him with that big drop kick right in the face. And Neville once again now heads up to the top. And there's the red arrow, but the knees are up, I think. Yes. It was difficult to see it from this angle, but the knees were up. Neville's back up. They went for the spinning kick to the gut. Springs off the ropes. Oh, single leg drop kick right to the face. Bates gone to the outside. Neville with the right hand on Neville heading up top. What is Neville going to go for now? I mean, this is going to be crazy. Oh, I think he went for a drop kick and he completely missed it. And the damage done to the back and the spine and the tailbone, the coccyx there of Neville is going to be massive. Neville now taking bait. Neville sends bait into the corner. Running elbow right in the corner as well. Nice standing corkscrew moonsault. And now, once again, Neville heads up top. Goes for it again. The knees up again. I mean, these... It's happened quite a bit recently, I've noticed, with the high-flying finisher maneuvers. They seem to get reversed very, very often. And getting the knees up, it was crazy. But Neville continues the assault and slamming the face of Tyler Bate into that top turnbuckle. Oh, Bate, nice boot right in the face of Neville. Then into it, looking for a drop kick. Didn't quite work out, did it? Neville joins Bate on the outside. There's a nice elbow right in the face. Referee's up to a free count. Neville sends Bate back into the ring. Nice elbow to the face. Neville once again heads up top. My God, a third time. This is... I don't understand it. I really don't. I said it's happening more and more often now where people at the top seem to get their finishes reversed over and over again. It's a nice powerbomb there by Neville, though. And again, Neville's going to head up top. And again, Neville's going to go for it. This time he does hit the red arrow, though. Fourth time lucky for the 2. And the free count. And Neville is victorious against Tyler Bate one-on-one. Proving just how strong of a champion he's... Whoa! Whoa, hello! Hello, it's Ricochet! Ricochet, of course, missed the Money in the Bank. I mean, Neville's just won a match here. And Ricochet comes in fresh with his Money in the Bank briefcase. And we're having this now. We are having this championship cash-in right now. The referee's blown the whistle underway and Neville. I mean, Neville's really pumped up for this. Really seems it, doesn't he? And Ricochet might have picked a bad moment here. Might have probably waited for a moment where Neville might have been a bit more down and out. But this is big. This is Ricochet cashing in his Money in the Bank, which means now we're going to have to look into the next few weeks, crowning another Money in the Bank winner as well. Ricochet gets on the back of Neville, folds him in half. So Neville's just wrestled that long match there against Tyler Bate. He got kneed up 3 times on the red arrow. And now he's got to wrestle another match now against Ricochet. But Neville's doing so well though at the reversals. Look at that, slamming Ricochet into the mat with that Uranagi from the corner once again. And looks like Neville's going to go straight up looking for a superplex straight away. Or is he? Or is he just going to stare at him? Oh, nice. Big Frankensteiner. Neville heads up top. Does he have another red arrow? He does another red arrow, this time straight onto Ricochet. 1, 2. Oh my God, Neville. Neville's a beast. Neville is an absolute beast. I mean, he just wrestled a full match against Tyler Bate and all of a sudden he's dominating Ricochet now. I mean, Ricochet does Get some strength back here, but Ricochet caught with that red arrow is not good for him. I mean, when you come out and somebody's just wrestled a match, you expect to try and catch them because they're going to be the ones that are knackered out is the plan. But why is Ricochet just standing there doing nothing? Come on, do something. And then you miss a punch. Well done. Well done, Ricochet. Ricochet now drops Neville. Oh, boot to the side of the head. That could knock him out. Again, he's just standing there doing nothing. What is wrong with this game? Do something, Ricochet. Just freaking stand there. Do something. You've got moves for grounded opponents, surely. Oh my god. I mean, just why? What idiot is the point of Ricochet? I mean, if he loses here, then he deserves every minute of it because that was stupid. That was twice that was there where he took his opponent down and then just stood there staring at the grounded opponent. I'm like, why? Ricochet. Oh, nice. Execution style DDT. There's the pin. One. Only a 1 count. Boot to the spine of Neville. He's back up to his feet and Ricochet slaps him away. Neville slides out the back though. Sends Ricochet into the corner. Oh, turnbuckle pad taken off that corner as well. Neville bringing Ricochet back up to his feet now into the corner once again. This is the match I wanted to see. Neville versus Ricochet. Was super hyped to this one, but I really thought Ricochet would dominate after Neville's would have wrestled a match, but looks like the way around at this point in time. This will be appalling for Ricochet, you know. If he cashes in his money in the bank and he's unsuccessful, that could be absolutely awful for Ricochet. Neville superplex. The majority of the way across the ring. Ricochet looks like he's in serious trouble. Neville dropping his arm on drop his body weight on the arm again. Neville heads up top. Does he have another red arrow in the locker? His 5th red arrow of the 6th red arrow of the night, actually. Oh my god. Neville proving today that he is definitively the king of the cruiserweights. Holy hell. The absolute king of the cruiserweights. Neville not only defeats Tyler Bates, he then goes on to retain against Mr. Money in the Bank Ricochet. And Ricochet, that's going to greatly hurt him, that is. I said when the Money in the Bank was coming around that winning that Money in the Bank almost guarantees you the championship. And now Neville can sit pretty for the next few weeks because he knows that he is safe. He knows that he is safe now. There's no one that's going to walk out and attack him with that briefcase. Look at that little Mickey take there of Pete Dunne with a fist towards the mouth. And there we go. The king of the cruiserweights, Neville, shows exactly why he is the king. What an absolute performance that was tonight by him. Absolutely stunning performance by him tonight. And looks like over the next couple of episodes, though, we're going to have to look at crowning another Mr. Money in the Bank. So that's going to be another bridge to cross. However, that is the end of tonight's show. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you would like to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for our next episode of 205 Live and, of course, New Japan Pro Wrestling Universe mode as well. Bye.